Hey guys, it's Mia here and welcome back once again to another bookish video. Now, I think I'm calling it quits. I am on page 333 of Breaking Dawn and I can't do it anymore. You know, this is honestly the third time I've tried to read this book and I have not finished it all three times. So I don't know if it's me or this is the worst book in the Breaking Dawn trilogy or I just get series burnt out by the end of it. I don't even think I read Breaking Dawn the first time right after reading the others, and I still did not finish it. Now, Breaking Dawn has three different books. Book one starts out with Bella in her perspective, and then we get to see the honeymoon and where it all starts. And then when she finds out she's pregnant, we switch to book two, which was nicely in a new perspective. It was in Jacob's perspective. Now, we did get Jacob's perspective at the very end of Eclipse, but honestly, I thought that was just going to be a one-off thing. I know I've said I've read this before, and I have, but like I said, I haven't finished it, so I don't think I got that far into the book. And I know this doesn't have a cover. I lost it years ago, and I have no idea where it is. It's in another freaking town somewhere, so I have no idea. But the stuff like this, losing the cover, is why I started taping my covers into my books regardless of what the actual book cover looked like. I got tired of constantly losing the sleeves, so I tape them onto the book. So if you were ever wondering why I do tape my books in, stuff like this is why, because if I don't, I lose the cover. Now, like I said, it was a nice switch to have it in Jacob's perspective, and we got it in his perspective for like 100 or so pages. And because Bella was basically out of commission and we would just get the same repetitive thoughts over and over again, like she's in pain, the baby's breaking her bones, yada yada yada, she's getting weaker and weaker because not only is the baby feeding off her blood, but it's also strong enough to break her bones with each little movement it makes. So nobody wants to read a 149-page book about that going on the entire time. So we got to take a step into the werewolf's head. So that was kind of nice because with Jacob thinking about the things, the writing was less flowery and more straight to the point. And we got to see more of what Jacob is going through because he kind of hides it a lot. Even though he does show emotion somewhat, usually, we don't get to actually see a whole lot of it. And we get to basically be the mind readers in this point and get to see what Jake is thinking. Now, one of the things I really love about being in Jacob's perspective is we get to see how the wolves actually communicate and how they keep track of each other, and like this whole inner struggle of Jake not wanting to hurt Bella but knowing that this vampire baby could be a serious issue to not only them but the town that they live in. So he has to battle with that and with his love for Bella and with this magnetic feeling he gets every time he's around her. Like, why do I want to be around her so much? Why can't I stay away even though I don't want to watch this happen? He has to deal with that, and he has no idea why. Granted, I don't like the reason why, because I'm pretty sure even though I didn't get there either time I've read the book, it happens in the book too, which, girl, do you not have kids? Because shit like this is not okay. I don't care how fast the vampire child grows. I don't care how slow the wolves grow. I don't care if it's not a choice and that imprinting means you be whatever the girl needs you to be. It's still freaking creepy. You have a choice as the writer not to make them fall in love with kids. And a couple of them do. And you guys know my thoughts on that whole subject. I'm not going to go into it again because I literally made a whole video on it because of all the shit going around about the map community. Not okay? End of story. Now, like I said, I've tried to read this book 3 different times, so I don't know if it's me or if this is literally the worst book in the series. I am still going to go ahead and watch the movies. So, I don't know if I'll do the reviews for them back to back. I can barely sit still, so I don't know if I want to watch a movie. And hang on, I forgot to grab it. Let me get it. And we're back. The wrong sister has been calling my name, and it's just sitting there like, read me, you want to read me. But, yeah, this was one I picked up out of the Barnes & Noble bargain bin a while ago. I went to Barnes & Noble recently with my grandma, and oh boy, that was the worst selection of books I've ever seen from Barnes & Noble. Like, literally, every book I saw that I wanted were books that I realized I already owned. So I don't know if that means I have a lot of books, or because of this whole stupid can't go anywhere thing, they're not able to pull in as much books as they want. Now, back to the book. Like I said, I don't know if it's me being burnt out on this series and absolutely hating most of the characters and not liking Jacob's can't take a hint attitude, then I don't know. And Rosalie did a whole 180 because she's always wanted a kid, and now she's living vicariously through Bella, so she's playing this whole guard dog who really doesn't give a crap if Bella's gonna die or not, because this baby is literally killing her from the inside out. She'd rather have the baby than Bella, which honestly no one is surprised about, because we all could have seen this coming from the very start of the book when Bella found out she was pregnant. That's why she called Rosalie in the first place, because she knew Rosalie wanted a kid and wouldn't let them take the kid from Bella. And honestly, I'm betting that she was hoping Bella would die so she could be the one to raise the kid. Just saying. She's never liked Bella, except when she went to get Edward and saved his life. And she's always wanted a kid, so in her mind, that's probably a win-win situation. She dies, Rosalie gets the kid. Problem solved. But we all know she doesn't die, and she actually becomes a vampire, and oh, surprise, surprise, she's ecstatic to be one and acting like it's Christmas morning and she just opened a shit ton of expensive presents. I hate Bella. And once again, like I said, I feel like Bella cares more about the immortality factor of being a vampire than the getting to stay with her family forever part. That's just the whole vibe it gives me. I honestly, like I said, have tried to read this book 3 damn times without reading it back to back and with reading it back to back. So I don't think I'm going to come back to this book. Because I've DNF'd it 3 different times, I'm going to say that this one takes place as the worst book in the series for me after Eclipse. And so far, my favorite book is still New Moon, and my favorite movie so far is Eclipse. But we'll see if that changes soon after these 2. But honestly, I'm done trying to read this book. I've tried 3 different times, and at that point, I think it's more the book than myself. So, I'm gonna start The Wrong Sister either probably tomorrow, because honestly, I don't feel like reading today, so start this tomorrow. It's a definite shorter read than these have been, so hopefully I'll enjoy this a little bit better, because after this whole series, I think I need a pick-me-up. Alright, well, that's it for me. So what are you reading now? What are your thoughts on Breaking Dawn? Have you DNF'd it before and tried to give it another chance? I have 3 tranches. Trenches? What's a tranches? 3 chances and strike out. You're done. I'm not reading you ever again. But I don't want to throw it away because I like the other 3. Well, 2. Other 2. Book struggles, let me tell you. Anyway, I'll shut up now. Hope to see you next time. Bye, guys.